All right, race fans, welcome to TurnLeftTV. You ready for some high-speed action tonight? Step on the gas. All right, race fans, welcome to Michigan International. This is TurnLeftTV, and I'm your host, Heath Johnson. Oh, the High Octane Racing League Buschwackers Series kicks off a brand new season from Michigan. Oh, man, this is going to be a good one, man. 90-lap race, and it is all about speed. It's race number one of a 10-race season. We got a big field here for you. Who's got what it takes to bring home the victory here in race number one to start off the season with a victory? Well, there's only one way to find out, and that's watching right here, live on TurnLeftTV. Well, we got a good one here for you tonight to kick off the season. It's Michigan International, it's TurnLeftTV, and it's the Buschwackers Series. Hold on, boys and girls. It's about to get wild. All right, thank you so much for coming in here to TurnLeftTV. Appreciate you joining us here today and watching the race with us, whether you're watching it live or on replay. Appreciate you being here tonight. I think we got a good race here for you. This is Michigan International. I'm your host, Heath Johnson, broadcaster, commentator here at TurnLeftTV, owner of High Octane Racing League. And got a great one for you. Michigan's always a fun track, man. You got a big field. A lot of guys really like this track, and I'm excited to see what we've got in store here. Tonight's race is brought to you by EliteHostUSA.com. If you're interested in an rFactor 2 server, there are 3 self-managed server packages for you to choose from. That's who provides our servers here at High Octane Racing League. Also, you want to host your website or your online store, how about some VPS hosting or shared web hosting? All of those things are available through EliteHostingUSA.com. Again, thank you so much for coming in and joining me on TurnLeftTV. Don't forget to hit that like button, man. And also, hit the thumbs up. Wait a minute, that is the like button. Thumbs up, like, whatever that is, hit it. Share my videos with all your friends on any social media platform where you can share YouTube videos. You are more than welcome to share mine at TurnLeftTV. Would greatly appreciate that. And also, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already done so. Please subscribe to the channel. Get more subscribers, some more likes. And that helps me out here at TurnLeftTV. Got some great racing going on here at TurnLeftTV. Excited for today. Buschwackers Series, very storied series here. Going on for 21 years in one iteration or the other. Brought it back and it has gone to new heights, man. Really enjoy this series. Got a great international flavor here now. Drivers from the U.S., Canada, Ukraine. A lot of Brazilian drivers joining us as well. We'll always appreciate that, all their support. Makes the racing great here in the Buschwackers Series, that's for sure. Let's take a look at the schedule here in the Buschwackers Series as we're kicking it off here at Michigan International, a 90-lap race. Indianapolis coming up next week. We see Watkins Glen International, a little road course action on August the 18th. And then we got the Steve Freeze Memorial. That's going to be Memorial 250 Daytona this year. Coming up on August the 25th, and we'll give away some prizes for that race. Also, Darlington rounding out the first half of that season. And then Kansas Speedway, Bristol, Texas, with the Extra Life Children's Miracle Network Hospitals charity race at Texas. 100 lap race there on September the 22nd. We'll have some prizes there as well for that one. Talladega's, that should be Talladega Super Speedway. That's my fault. Coming up on September the 29th. Finishing out the season at Charlotte on October the 6th. So that's the how the Buschwackers is going to go. Saturday Night Thunder will be in action tomorrow at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The final race of the season. It's Michigan, a 90-lap race in the Cup Series. Very storied series. 22 years this series has been going on. So race number 10, the final race. 90-lap race at Michigan. Don't forget you can join us over at highoctaneracing.net. Get updates on which series we have running. Also, who's winning what. And a good quick link to TurnLeftTV. Also, if you'd like to get a hold of us, you can join us on Discord. This is where we do most of our business. It's highoctaneracing.net. We're going to take a look at the track here at Michigan. 2 miles in length, and this thing races like a super speedway. It really does, man. It is high speed. Banking the turns, 18 degrees. Banking at the start finish through that trioval area, 12 degrees of banking, and on the backstretch at 5 degrees. And it's all about getting through the turns here at Michigan. High speed, located in Brooklyn, Michigan. And shout out to all my friends up in Michigan. I know Britt Owen, one of my good racing buddies, good sim racing buddies. He lives up in Michigan. I'm going to send a shout out to him. go on board here with Jesus Iglesias. Going to get an idea of what it's like to get around this joint. You are literally in the gas all the way around this track, certainly while the tires are fresh. Take a look at Claudio Bardelli Jr., the 19 car. One of those drivers you really got to put in the conversation about not only winning this race, but also pulling off a championship. You know, he's always rock solid at these tracks. And I think Bardelli Jr. in the 19 going to be somebody to look for this season. Also, Franco Alvarez, one of our Argentinian drivers. Our only Argentinian driver, the 83 car. He's got a couple championships under his belt as well. So another guy to look for. And not only winning the race, but also winning the championship. Tire Pro sponsor machine. The guy we got to look at his the 60 car, Craig Marzon. Really has really recently, I'd say maybe in the last 2 seasons or so, really been able to join us again and get some serious racing in, and he picked up a championship. So another guy to look for is that 60 of Craig Marzon. Take a look at Arthur is in the garage area right now. We'll take a look at his car, the 4. He got a championship last season, so could he pick up another one? He's got several championships here in the Buschwackers series, so the NASCAR BR sponsor machine, likely one of those guys we can put in our conversation about bringing home a championship. Guys are going to do the qualifications. All right, headed over to quals. Try to peek in on several drivers here during the qualification attempt. Dan Richter in the 65 car is our first car out. Take a look at Dan Richter. He is one of the Indiana drivers. Purdue University grad and nurse. He's a nurse, man. How about that? He's got to root for those Indiana drivers. Even though he's not sporting IU, he's a Purdue Boilermaker. Richter, the first one out of the garage here in this Boom Boo Rum sponsored Mustang, number 65. He's going to set the time for everybody to sort of shoot for, I believe. Take a look at Dan Richter's time as he crosses the line. 39.294. Paul Brown now up there with a 32.277. Take long, did it? Take a look at Paul Brown's second lap here in the 77 car. Another guy you got to really start thinking about in the conversation if he's able to race all of the races this season. Definitely want to send out our well wishes to Paul and his father. He's been under the weather a little bit, so we want to send a shout out to him and send our prayers his way. Down on the apron, here we go. 39.254. A little bit behind Franco Alvarez. And Palumbo in the bad luck car again. Claimed this car was bad luck, then he started winning with it. Now we can't get him out of it. 54 Melly Yellow sponsor machine. Alvarez top time, 39.235. Ed Palumbo. Palumbo might have been in digging up some dirt there. Palumbo with the 271. Take a look at Bardelli Jr. So 39.235. Can the 19 car beat it? Faster in the first two sections, so first two sectors, I should say. .244. Woo, man, almost gets it. Raphael Sullivan, and he is in his first race out with us. So good to see him. Not sure if he's actually going to qualify.
A lot of soul.
Does it look like it? Looks like everybody has finished qualifying, and that brings us to our promo section. So thanks for joining us here on TurnLeftTV. Really appreciate you being here. Let's get this party started. All right, we're back. Thanks so much for being patient with us as we get through qualifications. Right now, these guys are in the driver's meeting, and we'll have a short warm-up session. We are roughly around 12 minutes away from race time. Don't forget the Saturday Night Thunder coming up tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Michigan International 90-lap race. The big boys at Michigan. Race number 10, the final race of the season. Sean Jacobs leading in points. Well, he's definitely the favorite to win that championship. So qualification's almost over. We'll show you the qualification results shortly. And again, I want to say thank you so much for joining me here on TurnLeftTV. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. That's really a big one for me. Helps to get these videos out there, gets people seeing them, gets more views, and it helps me out here at TurnLeftTV. Cherish each and every one of you guys that come out and watch these races, and gals that watch these races. Also, all of the subscribers, people that stick around and watch these races here at TurnLeftTV. If you like some broadcasting, give me a shout, man. You can get a hold of me through TurnLeftTV. TurnLeftTV at gmail.com. And maybe we'll be able to do something, work something out for your league. And going to have a lot of fun, I think, with this series.
A lot of soul.
Looks like we are kicking it over from qualifications. Take a look at the qualification results. Franco Alvarez qualifies in P1. Claudio Bardelli Jr. starts second. Jim Willis will start in the third position. Archie Vieta starts fourth. Dennis Udichin starts fifth. You see Paul Brown will start in the sixth position. Ed Palumbo seventh. Todd Robillard starting in the eighth position. Sean Jacobs ninth. Dan Richter starts in the 10th position. Starting at P11 will be Jair Oliveira. Dan Chesmore starts 12th. Craig Bears on 13th. Gordon Carter will start 14th. Jesus Iglesias 15th. Dana Grover will start in the 16th position in that 89 car. Steve Pierce starts 17th. Givaldo Spindola starts in the 18th position. And Raphael Sullivan in his first race out will start in the 19th position. take a look at my keys to the race here at Michigan. This could be a fuel mileage race. And then save your fuel. Own the corners, man. It's all about getting through the turns here, especially when the tires start to get worn out. Racing side by side, you're going to have to find your line. Find that line that's fast for you. Tire management. Save those tires, man. Really own the corners, but you got to save those tires and have good pit stops. There's going to be a lot of pack racing tonight, so you're going to have to be on your game. Those are my keys to the race here at Michigan. Got about 6 minutes left in the warm-up session. Got to get your picks in now. Got to get those picks in now. My pick to win this race. Pick to win this race. I'm looking through the field. I think we're looking at the man right there. That's who I'm going to pick to win this race. Artur Vieira. Good to see Givaldo in here chatting it up. Appreciate his support of High Octane Racing League Buschwackers Series. Artur Vieira, my pick to win this race. Take a look at Artur in the 4 car. Got to get the some of the camera angles improved here, especially coming through the start-finish area. That's my pick to win this race. Get your picks in now. Trax VR cheering on Dana Grover. Dana Grover in the pits right now. Right there. Good to be back there, Trax VR. Trax VR running a sim racing outfit, right? If you live up in, is it Canada, I believe. Kind of send me a link there on your sometime, and I'll share that through the chat. Guys in that area who want to get some sim racing in can dial in with you guys. About 3.5 minutes left to go here in the warm-up session, and we're going to get this bad boy going. Got a few drop frames here tonight. Probably should have reset my modem before I started the broadcast here, but nonetheless, it is what it is, I guess. Gilmar Peixoto wishing us a good luck as well. Good to see Gilmar. '90 Todd Robillard. Definitely got to get him in the conversation with that Sunoco sponsor machine. For a for a good race out of him. Check our side-by-side view, make sure that's working. Looks like that's working all right. Good to see so. We'll try to get some pit action on that right side. We'll try to get some double side-by-side action here for you tonight. I hope you get to feeling better, Joe Marr. We're definitely thinking about you. Sinusitis, that sucks, man. Stop. Hate that. Hate that for you. Hopefully you get well soon. See you back on the track. Most importantly, want to see you feel well. Boys, I think we are ready to rock and roll. Let's keep our fingers crossed. Nobody gets disconnected on the switch over. Seems like that's been happening a little bit lately. All right, man. It's 90 laps here at Michigan. Race number 1 of a brand new season. 20 drivers joining us here at the Buschwackers Series to kick off the season. Some familiar faces back with us. Luca and also JJ, Jair Oliveira. Good to see them. New faces, Raphael Sullivan coming out. Welcome to him. All right, looks like everybody clean and green on the switchover. That is good news. That is good news. All right, the starting order. Starting order here at Michigan. Franco Alvarez in the 83 starts in P1. Claudio Bardelli Jr. outside row 1. Jim Willis, Arthur Vieira make up row number 2. Row number 3 will be Dennis Unichin and Paul Brown. Ed Palumbo and Todd Robillard, row number 5. Row number 6 will be Sean Jacobs and Dan Richter. Jair Oliveira in the 41 and Dan Chesmore, the 00, row number 7. Row number 8 will be Craig Marizano in the 60, Gordon Carter in the 56. Jesus Iglesias in the 22 and Dana Grover in the 89, row number 9. Row 10 will be Steve Pierce, Givaldo Spindola. And row 11, Raphael Sullivan and Luca Simpsoner. So that is going to be a good field here tonight, huh? Good one tonight. I'm excited about this one. Hopefully everything is going to be clean and green. Some long green flag runs. That'd be great. My keys to the race here, save fuel. You got long green flag runs, you're going to want to save fuel. Own those corners. Find your line through the corners, manage the tires, and make good pit stops here at Michigan. Pace car, lights are out on the pace car, just one pace lap. Hopefully everybody stays in line and figures this out here for a number of laps before they start making some moves. Pace car's off. Here we go. Here we go at Michigan in the Buschwackers Series.
Green flag, go, go, go.
Franco Alvarez on the inside line. Good start there for him. Just behind him, Jim Willis in the 53 in the second position. Claudio Bardelli Jr. in third. Unichin is in the fourth position. On board here with Dennis Unichin running in P4. Just above him is now Art DeVito taking over the fourth position on that outside line. That might be the place to be. The guys lining up on the outside. On board here with Dennis Unichin. At the back of his car, you see Todd Robillard in the 90. Also, Dan Richter, 65 car. And Chessmore, the 00. 7th, 8th, and 9th. Unichin trying to fight back on that inside line. Needs a little help down there. Got a new race leader, and that is Jim Willis. Inch and ahead. Is he going to lead this lap? Alvarez ends up leading that lap. Boy, that was a close one there at the line. Alvarez, the leader. Unichin's got a good run on the inside, using the draft of the 53 car. Good run in here. Good clean start here for lap number 3. Unichin getting a little antsy on the inside. 53, Jim Willis trying to inch ahead again. He's got a little help there from the 47 car. Alvarez up on the outside line at 83. Oh, man, at 47 getting a little squirrely through the tri-oval area. You look at Paul Brown here in this 77 car. He's hanging out on the high line. Board here with him, and you see him using that high line, but also you see some guys starting to move up on the inside. Right there's that 54 car, Ed Palumbo. It looks like they scrub off a little speed, not being able to get a hold of the draft, but they are a little bit better, I think, on that inside through the turns. See, Ed Palumbo is starting to make some moves in that 54 car. 24, Sean Jacobs as well. A little too wide action there. Jacobs, one of those guys, got to put in that conversation as well about winning this race. 24. He likes those super speedways, but man, he has really upped his game on some of these shorter tracks. Although I wouldn't say Michigan is a shorter track, but it's not your traditional super speedway. Alvarez the leader. Excuse me, Jim Willis is the leader. Unichin is in second. And Palumbo going to the bottom line here. Now, boy, he's pushing the 53 car. And Palumbo, that yellow spots the machine. We got a yellow flag. We got a yellow flag here. And it looked like maybe Sullivan and Marizon might have been involved somehow. So it looked like maybe a 2-car incident here. We'll have to take a look. fisticuffs there, I think, and we have our first caution flag. In fact, maybe Sullivan might have come around. Take a look here. Sullivan in the 1X. Oh, up into the 60 a little bit. And then spins the car. I think the 60 came around as well. Yeah, there are 3 wide there. And you see the 1X up, just up into the 60. And I think Richter might have come around as well. See where he ended up. Oh, that's get that back. That was Marizon. Sorry about that. Marizon trying to hang on to that thing, and he ends up spinning. A pretty good job of keeping that thing underneath him here. So we'll take a look here. Marizon, I think that was that second contact that he was trying to hang on to it. Man, he kept it out of the 56. That was a great job there. Kept it out of the 56 car. Stay on board here with the 56. Watch this. See that contact there. And then, oh, man. Almost. 56 did a good job of not panicking. So we got a yellow flag here, first yellow flag. Good racing here so far, but 8 laps in, first yellow flag. Got a long way to go here, so hopefully guys will get settled down a little bit. Welcome to all the viewers. Looks like I got 13 concurrent viewers, man, unless it's YouTube's lying to me. Welcome to everybody watching the race. Appreciate you being here today. I get some guys maybe come down pit lane. It does look like we got some guys coming down pit lane. Watch the 53 car on pit lane. Also take a look at Givaldo Spindle on pit lane. 68 car. Oh, looked like maybe the 51 might have missed his pit stall. Steve Pierce might have missed his pit stall. Take a look at that battle off pit lane. Alvarez gets out. Also 53 out as well. Also the 54 car. Some really solid drivers there with great pit stops. Waldo finishing up his pit stop, coming back out on track. Albert Robillard is our leader. I suspect he's going to get some points there and come down pit lane. You see Givaldo coming back out. Raphael Sullivan also coming back out on off pit lane. Good to see him out, his first race out here. So welcome to Raphael. Hopefully he has a good season. Enjoys racing here at HORL. Take a look at that. JJ, Jair Oliveira, coming back here to race at HORL. Long absence for him. 41 car, wanting to get back in it. He's racing in the commemorative Lauren Stopperworth scheme, 41. We lost Lauren a couple years ago. And we definitely thinking about his family and thinking about how much we miss him. Every time I see that 41 car out there, I think of Lauren. Painted that car up for him, and he was so appreciative. And I think we were all shocked to learn of his passing. We do a memorial race for him. I think it's every February. 2 memorial races under our belt, so I guess we're coming up on our 3rd year. Missing him. Robillard looks like he's going to stay out here and do a little gamble. Play a little poker here. Play the slots. I was thinking about that on the way home today. I was visiting my parents over the weekend and over the last couple of days, I should say, and went through a town that has a casino. Thought about stopping, and I thought, no, you have never walked out of that casino with more money than what you went into the casino with. So decided to pass it on by. Haven't been back to the casino in probably about 4 years or so. And what the plan is. Leave your credit card in the car. Take the cash that you are willing to lose in with you. Maybe that's the plan. Don't go to the cash machine. 90 car is coming off the track to come down pit lane. Lucas Sifter and JJ, all those guys making a pit stop. That's going to give the lead back to Franco Alvarez. So Robillard in the down pit lane to take some service. Getting the 1 to go. So he's going to gamble a little bit and start in the back. Very interesting here is staying out. Maybe he's playing a fuel mileage game. Topping off with fuel, get some tires. Put the back out. So we'll see how that strategy works out for him. As we get ready to go back green. Franco Alvarez is the leader. Ed Palumbo in second. Jim Willis third. Dennis Utichin starts in the 4th position. Bardelli Jr., Archie Vieira, Dan Richter, Paul Brown, Dan Chesmore, and Jesus Iglesias rounding out the top 10. Pretty decent little run there, and guys started to get a little 3 wide. That generally does not work here at this track, especially 2 drivers side by side in the low line. Let's see how this bottom line works for the Tire Pro sponsor machine. Ed Palumbo up on that high line, has the 47 of Dennis Utichin behind him. Jim Willis in that 53. He's been lightning fast here tonight as well. Pace car is off. Here we go. Back to green.
Green flag, go, go, go.
Starting lap 12. Side by side there as looks like the 83 a little bit faster on that inside line. It's a good jump. You should have trouble, I think, hanging on to that car a little bit up on the high line. Willis squeezes into the high line. Willis looking like he wants to go down low. And there was a wreck. Big one. He comes back across the track. Oh, boy. Ed Palumbo the leader, and somebody got a little sideways Take a look here. It looked like the 53 went down to the bottom line and might have gotten into Alvarez. And then the 53 comes back up the track, it looks like. Still on the board here. This is, oh man. Chessboard got caught up in that as well. I think it might have been the 53. So he come down there, and then he gets up into the 53 car, or excuse me, the 83. And he comes back across the track. Guys did a great job of missing him. Holy smokes. Great job not adding to the carnage. Take a look at Paul Brown's machine. He sees all heck break loose. Oh, Chessboard did get caught in that. The 53 goes up into the wall. Chessboard looked like there wasn't a huge amount of issue for him. Look at Dana Grover. He's up in this high line. He's going to see some action unfold. Little white smoke there, and then the 53. Oh, man, great job, Dana Grover. Great job there. We go back to live. So Ed Palumbo is our leader. Bardelli Jr. second. Dennis Schutich in third. Jim Willis in fourth. Willis on pit lane. Vieta now in fourth. Looks like Paul Brown will be fifth. 54 at Palumbo is our leader. Claudio Bardelli Jr. second. Unichin up in that third position. Vienna fourth. Paul Brown in fifth. See Grover, Iglesias, Carter, Jacobs, Spindler rounding out the top 10. Laura in here wishing Todd good luck. Good to see Laura. She comes in every race we broadcast now that Todd's racing and wishes Todd good luck. So good to see Laura in here. Who's Laura, Todd? Who's Laura? We're trying to find out who you are, Laura. Cousin's wife. I found it out. Oh. Getting the word now. We're getting the lowdown now. Good to see you in here, Laura. All right, we're getting ready to go back green. 54 up on the outside line, then 19 on the inside line. Get ready to go back green, and hopefully these guys have learned their lessons about caution flags. Start lap 18. 2 caution flags here so far. Dennis Schuderson on the inside. Now keep that car down low in that 47 car. Whoa! Bardelli Jr. slides up. Vieira in third. Palumbo is in the second position. Unichin now in fourth up on that high line. 77, Paul Brown in fifth. How about this? Barbecue's back. Barbecue, Jesus Iglesias back with us. Good to see him out. He's running in the sixth position. He's not lost a beat. This has been really, really busy. I know he's traveled Europe a little bit over in Spain and Portugal. And good to see him back. He is from Spain, I believe. Gordon Carter, haven't talked too much about him in that 56 car. Ahead of him is the 51 is Steve Pierce of the Captain Morgan sponsor machine. Sean Jacobs up there as well, running in the 8th position. Side by side now, Gordon Carter's got Givaldo Spindle on the inside. Givaldo got a heck of a run and gets by on board with Gordon Carter. He's got some more people on his in his mix there. Look at that, Robillard pushing hard that 90, 00. Dan Chesmore on the inside. Dan Chesmore trying to take over the 12th position. Will Blart in a 90 up in P13. Mardelli Jr. is our leader. Nose to tail there with the 54, and Palumbo in second. Paul Brown starting to inch up. He's now in the 4th position in his 77 car. Paul Brown does a lot here at HORL. He runs Monday nights. They work on a setup for this series. Makes the racing a whole lot better. Looking out of the back of his car, barbecue. Jesus Barbecue Iglesias. Behind him, Dana Grover. Iglesias running in 6th, Grover in 7th. On board here with the 77 car. Ahead. Oh, that 00 diving in here. Whoa. Or excuse me, the 89 car diving in. 89, Dana Grover on the move. Dana Grover. That 89 car picking up a spot. He's using this inside line now. Oh, Carter to the inside. They're going to go 3 wide if they're not careful. Carter looking on the low side. It's getting tight. These guys starting to feel these cars out, get a little racy. All aboard here with Dana Grover. Rubbing off a little bit of speed there on that low line. 68 car battling on the outside. This is a track where when you pick a line and things packed up so much, you kind of got to stick with it until you get a real good chance of an opening to move up to the high line, as that Dana Grover just did. But the 24 now dives down to the inside line. He's going to try to do that slingshot there, maybe slide up there in front of the 89 car. That's exactly what happened. Now the 89 says, I don't think so. He's going to try a little bit of that action. That's a good battle there between the 24 and the 89. 65 car, Dan Richter, running in the 12th position. He's watching that action down the front of his machine. Grover diving down to the inside. You see Dan Chesmore, the 00 up there as well. I can see some great green flag pit stops, long runs, as Claudio Bardelli Jr. leads the field. Mellow Yellow sponsor number 54 just behind. Arch Vieta in the 4 car, now in 3rd. Paul Brown 4th. Dennis Unishin in the 5th position. Car on the inside there. Dana Grover down on the inside. Looked like maybe Iglesias went down to the inside as well. Jim Willis here back out on the track. He had to serve a drive-through penalty, so at least he's not a lap down. He is about 30 seconds back on the lead lap, so it's a caution flag. All is not lost for him. He'll be in the lucky dog even if he does go a lap down. Got to get an idea of where he's at and where the rest of the field's at. As we try to find our camera. There we go. Need a gimbal. A gimbal for my mouse. Take a look at Steve Pearson, that Captain Morgan sponsor machine. He and the 56 car having a good battle here. These guys have a little bit off the pace. So they've not quite lost a draft, but they've got to get together, not racing side by side, try to work their way back up to those that pack. Lucas Sifter, the end of that pack in the 21 car. One of our Canadian drivers, he's on the outside or peeking on the outside of the 83. JJ running in 15th position in that 41 car. JJ, one of our Brazilian drivers. I've known JJ for a long time, man. Go back quite a few years. Racing over at Sullivan Gardina's outfit. Taught me a little Portuguese as well. Greatly appreciate that. I can say a few things in Portuguese. Can't have a real conversation about that, but Get better. We can see that 1X car. Raphael Sullivan. His first race out with us. He's up on the high line. Good side-by-side racing there for...
Yellow.
Oh, looks like Unitron, the 47 cars come around. Unitron's around on the inside. And guys got a little bit too comfortable, maybe. So with Dennis Unitron in the 47. One of our Ukrainian drivers. So he's come around. Take a look and see what happened. Take a look here as Dennis Unitron, I don't know if he got turned or what, but kind of a bad area there for the camera. Then we'll take a look. And there's something that happened right here. We'll take a look and see where they're at. Oh, a lot of name tags. Right there. And looked like Valdo might have had a bird's eye view of that. On the board here with Valdo, we'll take a look and see what happened. And another one of those deals where it's hard to see Unitron, that second car right there, that 47 on the right side, and then the Fireball Flash machine. I think Jesus might have had a barbecue on that one as well. He might have had a good look at that one as well. Out of the back of his machine. A little bit too close there for him, but so yeah, it looked like maybe this guy's just got a little bit too close. That Marizon might have had a pretty good look at that. Yeah, it looked like, you know, arguing for the same real estate there. We go back to live. Sean Jacobs, our leader here in that 24 car, AMD, the AMD Rising Spots machine. Some guys on maybe on pit lane there. Vieta, Sullivan, Unitron. All on pit lane. Definitely, you're welcome for that, and always enjoyable for people to come in and watch these races. Watch the broadcasts. Appreciate that. 15 concurrent viewers. That's awesome. I don't usually watch that stuff, but YouTube's got a sort of a different way now of running the show here. Sean Jacobs, Steve Pierce, and looks like Gordon Carter. Gordon Carter all have come down pit lane. That's going to give the race lead to the 54 car, Ed Palumbo. Don't forget the Saturday Night Thunder will be in action. The final race of the season, race number 10, and it is Michigan. 90-lap race in the Cup cars. The big boys, the Saturday Night Thunder Cup Series, been going on for 22 years. And these guys going to mix it up at Michigan. Coming up tomorrow at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Looks like Ed Palumbo, the leader, 77. Car is in second. That's Paul Brown. Jesus Iglesias shown third. Claudio Bardelli Jr. fourth. Harvey Shepard asking about the Indy cars. Well, I think we're going to run in that time slot. We're going to do a short little series, maybe 6-race series with the BTCC. I'm not really ready to announce that officially, but I'll just say unofficially. The BTCC, we're going to do, I think, 3 British tracks and 3 American tracks with that series. So that's going to run in that time slot, and I would imagine you're going to see the GT3 come back pretty soon as well, and then we'll probably be looking at another IndyCar series. So I would assume we're going to be looking at somewhere in the November range-ish. We'll see. We might do a one-off race here. And I've been really, really busy with the class I've been taking. Took a biochemistry class this summer and have not had time. I actually missed some broadcasting here because I've been so busy. Class was hard, but also the professor loaded us down with work, man. What is going on with that? Does she know I sim race? That's sort of where we're going with that. But good to see you, Harvey Shepard. Good to see you in here and chat it up. Come on, you're always welcome to come out and do some stock car racing with us. Love to see you out there. Definitely doing well. Hopefully you're doing well as well. Always enjoyed watching you run those Indy cars, and I appreciate your support for High Octane Racing League and coming in to watch the races here on TurnLeftTV. You're awesome. That's a great IndyCar driver right there, boys and girls. Harvey Shepard. I can mix it up with the best. I don't know how those guys do it, man. I get in that thing, and that thing just spins around. As soon as I step into the cockpit, that thing just spins around on me. Yeah, send me a chat in
go.
Discord, man. We'll get you hooked up with the Buschwackers. Here we go. Ed Palumbo and Paul Brown side by side. Jesus Iglesias in the 22 just behind. He's giving that 77 car a little bit of a push and slides up in front of the 54 car. These guys getting racy here early on. A 54 diving down to the inside. He's going to try his hand. I don't think he's going to be able to get by that 77 car. Oh, he's giving up the track a little bit. 54 drifting up the track a little bit. Can he make it work? Slides in there in front of the 77 car. Wow, that might have been a friendly gesture there by the 77. I don't know. It's hard to get around two cars like that. Arthur Vieta on the inside. He's working that inside line in that 4 car. Now they're 3 wide. I don't think that's going to work. Something's going to have to give. 3 wide. The 41 car going up the track. 4 car trying to make a pass. Arthur Vieta, last season's champion. Can he repeat? They're 3 wide just behind as well. Take a look out of the front of Dana Grover's machine. Craig Berzon, JJ, Claudio Bardelli Jr., Jesus Iglesias. Here the 89 car getting out of the gas a little bit. Oh, the 00. Chesmore might have gotten the back of the 19 car. Dan Chesmore, that 00 car. They're still side by side there with 24 and the 00 side by side. I really like that camera angle. We need some at least some alternate camera angles right there so I can switch to it. Come on. '60 car Craig Berzon starting to work his way up. Con Jacobs just behind him. Take a look out of the back of Chesmore's machine. Craig Berzon, Dennis Udicich, Sean Jacobs, all back there, 9th, 10th, 11th, and we got the 12th car, Steve Pierce, running in P12. Ed Palumbo is our leader, the 77. Paul Brown is in second, the 4 of Arthur Vieta in third. JJ has worked his way up to the 4th position. Jair Oliveira in his first race back. Jesus Iglesias in the 22, running in the 5th position. Got a little bit of a South American flavor up front here. These guys are crazy about racing, man. Ayrton Senna, that's all you got to say about those guys. Guy's one of the greatest racers of all time. Huge Brazilian legend. Mellow Yellow sponsor machine. Got some wins in this paint scheme. He said it was bad luck, but he's gotten some wins in it. Might be good luck for him now. Claudio Bardelli Jr. in the 19 car. Down in the front of his machine is Jesus Iglesias. He's battling on the outside line. Dana Grover in the 89 on the inside. Oh, Chesmore hard into the back. Hard into the back of the 19.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
And there's a crash. Got another caution flag here. We'll look and see what happened. Oh, Chesmore gets down into, looks like he got down into Sean Jacobs, it looks like. Here, kind of hard to get a good camera angle there, but Chesmore looks like he gets down into Sean Jacobs. Jacobs trying to hold on to that thing. He comes back up against up into the track. Chesmore looked like he was switching lanes and got up into the 47 car. On board here. Take a look here. It looked like Chesmore in the 00. Unichin up on the high line. Chesmore goes down to the bottom line, doesn't realize maybe Jacobs is there, and gets into Sean Jacobs. Lee Pierce had a ringside seat for that as well. Man, a hard lick there for Chesmore. Head on into the wall. Sean Jacobs kept it out of the wall. It looked like he had nowhere to go. Sean Jacobs had absolutely nowhere to go. On board here with him, he just gets hit. He's on for a ride. It looks like Chesmore has retired his machine. We got some pit stops underway. Dennis Shudich, the race leader. Shudich is the race leader in a 47 car. Getting our side-by-side fix in. .47 leader. Looks like Ed Palumbo is in second. Now that 47 car going to come down pit lane. So Dennis Shudich should come down pit lane, getting those laps led. So Vieira running in the second position. Paul Brown third. Jesus Iglesias showed in fourth. Jair Lovato running in the fifth position. Alvarez, Grover, Bardelli Jr., Robillard, and Dan Richter rounding out the top 10. Let's review my race keys. I should put check marks here on, well, save fuel hasn't been an issue, has it? No. Own the corners. I think guys have really taken, it lends itself to this, taking some risks in the corners, trying to dive down, slingshot around somebody. Find your line. Find something that works for you. Kind of stick with it here and manage those tires. We haven't had a chance to do that, and we haven't had a chance really to do much about pit stops, at least under green. Good to see, again, Harvey Shepard in here and Giomar. Hopefully we'll see him next week. Got a car in the car set now, so it'll be good to see him out. His car, the lights are out, so we're going to go green this time by, and it looks like Vieira and Palumbo side by side. Iglesias lagging back there just a little bit. Tonight's race brought to you by EliteHostingUSA.com. If you're interested in an rFactor 2 server, how about some web hosting or online store hosting? EliteHostingUSA.com can provide you with a server that you need. Don't forget to support me by clicking on the links down in the description of this race. Head on over to that SimLab website. Free shipping to all orders to the United States. How about that? So all orders, if you want to order a sim rig, free shipping on that bad boy to the United States, man. Do it. I got a SimLab rig. I have the Evo 1 and absolutely love it. That's actually what I do my broadcasting from. I got a steering wheel right in front of me right now. Here we go, back to green. And Palumbo the leader. Iglesias just behind him. Side by side there. Looks like that bottom line, I think, is a little bit better. He slides up. Vieira slides up there in front of Ed Palumbo, taking that position. Choosing that outside line, but I think that inside line is really preferred early on. 77 getting a good run. Got a push from the 41 car. Oh, the 41 diving out of the inside line like he wanted to pass on the inside. They're 3 wide. Slamming the door was Paul Brown. They're going to look like they want to go 3 wide with the 22 car. .22 go down to the inside. They are 3 wide here. 3 wide. As the 22 backs off that a little bit. Oh, man, they're still 3 wide. Now they get it shaken out. Now they get it shaken out. Looking out of the back of Vieira's machine. Ed Palumbo, JJ, Jesus all back there. Alvarez back there as well. Givaldo has their car up front now. Givaldo on board here with him. We're on board with Claudio Bardelli Jr. right now, but Givaldo in this mix as well. You see him in the mirror. Left side mirror. 58 car. 22 there with him as well. A lot of racing going on here. Guys got to let this tire shake out. Just to get side by side, not maybe a good idea early on. Paul Brown is the leader. Vieira second, Palumbo third, Oliveira fourth, Alvarez in fifth. Take a look at Dan Richter. Richter running in the seventh position. That 65 car. Been a quiet night here for him. A good top 10 run. Waiting for that guy to win a championship. Part of his deal is he's busy and he's taking classes and now working. Going to the Boom Boo Rum parties. And so he's not a full-time driver for us. It's hard to win a championship when you don't race full-time. But I definitely think if he was able to be here every week, he would have been in a hunt for the championship. 65, Dan Richter, the Boom Boo Rum sponsored Ford Mustang. One of our Indiana drivers. Don't grow up in Indiana and not be a race fan. Indianapolis Motor Speedway, just about an hour away. Great racing here in Indiana. Jim Willis getting that car back up at the gap. He was running in the 10th position. Early caution that flag for him, and he had to do his drive-through, but he was able to capitalize on some of these caution flags and get the car back up here. Now, making a pass for the 9th position. Dana Grover in the 89. Up on the high side. Spindola. Oh, Spindola. Massive crash. Spindola got crazy there. It looks like he got into Robillard. 56 also involved. Take a look here at, looked like the 68 car got up into the 60 and then, up into the 90 car. And then Jenna Shudich didn't have anywhere to go. Roll here with Uterchin as see the 68 got up into Robillard. Robillard got out of the, he got hit, and then you see back of his car flying across the track. Yeah, Robillard had no place to go on that. On board here with Robillard as 68 slides up into him. Oh, and then right in the back of him is Uterchin. We go back to live. That was a bad lick there. Take one more look at it. Watch this 68 slides up, the 90 just maintaining his line, and then he's going to get rear-ended. As he comes back down the track right there, off the wall, they're getting pinched up into the wall. Uterchin back into the back of him. And those guys come across the track. So caution flag. Guys coming down pit lane here as Paul Brown, Archie Vieta, coming down pit lane. Look at Archie Vieta. I see at Palumbo, JJ back there, 3rd and 4th. I wish they would fix those tags like that. Just show me the car behind, and maybe you make the other see-through. Certainly make it behind the car, right? You guys know what I'm talking. Those driver tags. Dana Grover shown as the leader. Guys making pit stops. Robillard's going to be on pit lane for a little bit. Take a look at his machine. He has got to get a new bumper, maybe spoiler as well. He's back out on track and maybe put a new bumper on the back of that. Nope, they didn't have one in the shop, I guess. So I guess that passed inspection. 90 car back out there. The 89 Dana Grover getting his laps led. 47 Dennis Yuchin. This guy's 1-2. Not making a pit stop here, so interesting. Maybe trying to play a little strategy here. Steve Pierce on pit lane. Gordon Carter has made his pit stop. Robillard coming back down pit lane, maybe to get some more service done to that machine. Steve Pierce on pit lane in the 51 car. Captain Morgan spots her machine. So good to see Steve Pierce out here, man. He's been out of racing for quite a while, but good to see him back at it. So the 89 looks like he is going to come down. He and the 47 car both going to come down pit lane. Interesting strategy there. That's going to give the race lead to Franco Alvarez. Alvarez taking the inside line on this one. So Alvarez on the inside, 19 Claudio Bardella Jr. up on the outside, 77 starts on the inside line in third. Ed Palumbo in the 54 will start in the fourth position. Archie Vieta, Sean Jacobs, fifth and sixth. Here we go. Getting ready to go back green.
Go, go, go.
Starting lap 58. Scheduled to go 90 laps. Franco Alvarez, the leader. Paul Brown in second. Vieira in third. Ed Palumbo in the 54 in the fourth position. That is Alvarez's machine. I think they might be 3 wide. They were 3 wide there for a second. 3 wide there for a second here, it looked like. JJ at 41 really wanting to get this car around. Got Oliveira on the inside line. This inside really does work pretty well. But you got to take some risky moves. If you're really close, it's better to probably stay in that line and cut your losses instead of trying to dive up there and squeeze in a spot. Oh, man, that's tight right there between the 41 and the 83. Excuse me, the 83 to 41 car. Side by side, and that is close. Alvarez inching ahead. Holding on to the third position. Vieira back to fifth. The 44 is in the fourth position. Bardelli Jr. in the 19 in P6. Raphael Sullivan in his first race out. Oh, we got somebody off track. Somebody's off track here. Not sure who that is. Somebody down on the apron. Not sure who that was. Somebody went for a ride. Maybe it's Steve Pierce. We'll take a look. Oh, he came across the nose of the 89 car. Does a great job of hanging on to that thing. Wow. Great job of hanging on to that thing. My heaven. Captain Morgan sponsor machine. He wins a race. Everybody gets Captain Morgan. 77 is our leader. 54 is in the second position. Pedro Gomez. Good to see Pedro Gomez in here at the chat. Always good to see him. A great race car driver. Good to see Pedro.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
Yellow flag. Looks like JJ's come around. JJ's off the pace there. So, something happened to that 41 car. Take a look and see what happened here. Keep our eye on that 41. Gets up into the wall and comes across the track. Doesn't make contact with anybody, but I think some guys got some damage maybe getting up into the wall. Does a good job of keeping it pointed in the right direction, but I think I see some guys taking some evasive moves to get around. Going here with Steve Pierce. Well, maybe. A little bit past. See, he's coming through. A little bit late there for him. JJ up there, he hits the wall, comes down the track, and Iglesias does a great job of getting through. Might have made some contact with the wall, I'm not sure. know the looked like the 1X was already up in the wall. You guys were taking some evasive moves on board here with JJ as he just loses that across the track. And wow. As we go back to live. So technically, it doesn't look like other cars were impacted as far as contact there. So JJ will have a longest line penalty. So JJ going to come down and do a longest line. Robillard back up front there. He's saying that his car feels like now that it's under power. It doesn't feel like it's up to full song there in that 90 car. And I know he's really disappointed. He was a little beside himself. Little beside himself on that. Caution flag. It involved him. Rizky Novar. There's some Indonesian royalty right there. How about that? Rizky Novar, one of our good buddies. This guy's done so much for us here at High Octane Racing League. GT3, IndyCar. So the 90 car. Hey, the biochemistry class is over, Ritsky. It is over. Thank God about that, man. Jiminy Christmas. I barely had time to breathe. And I will say this. I got an A- in that class. An A-. I had a 90% in the class. Not bad for a guy who had Chem 101, I guess it'd be sophomore Chem, freshman Chem, and then after that I just did all biology classes. I got a minor in psychology as well, but I was pretty scared, but there was just so much work, man. A lot of long essay questions, about 10 essay questions times 3, because each question had about 3 parts to it. A bunch of research papers I had to do. Every week I had to do 300-word mini research paper. In a quiz, in a project. Glad it's over. Never again. I'm remembering the professor's name because I will never take another class that professor is teaching. I promise you that. Andres Valles out here too. Wow, look at this, man. Valles, Novar, Gomez, Harvey Shepard, Laura back for the attack, or Laura's significant other. How about that? I got the word about that. Alvarez and Robillard are going to start side by side. Yeah, I got 2 more classes to go, Ritsky, and I think I'll be done. I wanted to take a class offered this semester, an ornithology class. I love birds, man, so I was wanting to take that class, but I'm kind of gassed out right now. Cuts into my racing. I will take that ornithology class before it's over. That's for sure. I love that stuff. 90 and 83 going to start side by side. This 90 car holding on. I guess he's gambling a little bit. He's missing the back end of that car. Has not seemed to affect it a great deal. We'll see how it goes. Back to green here for lap 68. Robillard on the inside. Paul Brown just behind in the 77 car. Now in second. Bardelli Jr. in the 19. Like the 90 goes up to the high side. Bailing on Bardelli Jr. Bardelli Jr. says, hey, I don't need your help. I'm going to go down here on the inside and take the lead. I don't know how many cautions we are. About 6, I think. Somewhere about 6 cautions. 5 cautions. Most of them have been kind of dumb moves. Guys can't learn to race side by side without being kind to one another. 19 runs out of gas there just a little bit on that outside. Maybe got his second win coming off the turn 2 down the backstretch. Robillard inching ahead. 77 in second. The third car in line on that high line is the 83. Bardelli Jr. got a good run. Boy, he almost drifted up there. Good run there, but runs out of gas coming off the turn. Board here with Robillard. Robillard seems to have gotten that car repaired other than the back end. We got a caution flag. Left turn groupies. I need some left turn groupies there. That's a good idea. That's a good idea. It's like Jim Willis came around here. Looks like he's retired his machine. Let's see what happened. Jim Willis. Oh, man, he might have got hit in the back end. Oh, and gets into Gordon Carter. Take a look and see what happened here. Oh, right there. Looked like Iglesias gets into the back of Jim Willis. Jim Willis got absolutely cattywampus there. He got hit pretty hard. On board here with Dan Richter. Looks like Iglesias might have hit him. Go back here and take a look. Have to look out of Sean Jacobs' machine too, or take a look here. See Vieira up there as well. Iglesias gets into the back of Willis and slides across that bumper and spins. Looking out of the back of, you see a pretty hard contact right there. Looking out of Vieira's machine. We'll back this up. Right there, he just gets into the back of it right there and then hits him again and turns him. And then I think Gordon Carter got absolutely annihilated on this. Take a look at Gordon Carter. He had nowhere to go. Look at this camera angle, man. Gordon Carter, he's going to get taken out here as Willis slides up the track, hits Gordon Carter, and also the 41 gets taken out as well. Laura's asking me what my major is. Well, I have my degree's in biology, teaching, education. Been teaching for 24 years. And then I have a master's in educational leadership, and I'm working on a master's in biology. So, second master's degree. 2 classes away from that. And then that'll set me up for teaching some college. 2 of the classes that I teach are dual credit classes. I teach an anatomy class and also the AP biology class. So the anatomy class is actually AFI 101 and at a college. And then also the AP bio class is Bio 105 at a university as well. So kids, after they come through those 2 classes, they'll walk out with 6 credit hours, 3 in anatomy and 3 in biology. So anyway, once I retire, eligible for retirement in a couple years, plan will be maybe to get a side gig teaching some straight-up college classes. Distinctive silence, roasting drivers. No, just reviewing cautions and then having a chat with the administration to let them know who the caution flag was on. That's generally how that works. Thank you. Appreciate that. My original plan was to retire, buy a place close to a pond or a cabin somewhere that has a pond, and then fish for the rest of my life. Go off the grid. Ornithology is the study of birds, and that will be just another biology class that I would take to working on that master's degree. And I love birds. Really, really do enjoy studying birds. Indonesia has some fantastic birds, man. The birds of paradise, huh? That they found in on the island of Papua New Guinea. Birds of paradise. We're having a little side chat here with all these caution flags, man. Look at this. We got some dialogue going on right here. Got some dialogue going here with 17 laps to go. Take a look at Jesus Iglesias. He's going to have to do a drive-through. Yeah, I'd love to go to Indonesia. I'm just poor. That's my problem there. I got a dog, too, so I don't know what to do with my dog. So, Sadie, my bestest buddy, and they're sleeping on the sofa right now. As we see Jesus Iglesias coming in. Stopping for his service. Raphael Sullivan leading his first laps here. I would love to go to Indonesia, New Guinea, and see the birds of paradise. So Raphael Sullivan in his first race out is our leader, I believe. He's showing up front. Alvarez now shown as the leader here as Sullivan's kind of dropped back a little bit. Ritsky, I hope you're going to come out and race in the BTCC stuff with us. We're going to have, I think, 6 race season, 3 British tracks, 3 American tracks. Still working on some final stuff. Will and I are going to head that up. And we'd love to have you. And tell all your buddies I said hi, man. Mata, that whole crew there. Tell them I said hi. We definitely miss them and miss all you guys. We appreciate all your support here at HORL. Class act right there out of Indonesia. Those guys are fantastic in the Psychopath E-Racing Academy. Let's check those guys out. So Sullivan, Raphael Sullivan in the 1X up on the high line.
Green flag, go, go, go.
Alvarez down on the inside line, gets a good jump. But Sullivan, good start there for him. Bardelli Jr. looking on the inside. Probably not a good idea to go 3 wide there in the middle. And that outside or that inside line, as we've seen most of the night, is the line to be in. Get a little racy here with the 54 and the 83. '83 on the outside line, coming back as Palumbo and Alvarez. Palumbo inching ahead. Have a little bit of help there from Paul Brown. Had to go up to the outside line. He does. Slams the door on Alvarez. Slams the door on Alvarez. Get out of the back of 54 car. Oh, right there. Into the back of that Palumbo. These guys still getting after it. Tried to tell him to tone down the aggressiveness. Did not listen. 47 car up in this mix as well. The 4 car, Arthur Vieta. The 19, Claudio Bardelli Jr. 3 and 4, Alvarez working that outside line. Paul Brown, the new race leader. Approaching 10 laps to go. '77 car still working that outside line. Vieta starting to peek down on the inside. Some cagey veterans down here. Oh, they're going to go 3 wide. They're going to go 3 wide. Bardelli Jr. backs off. Bardelli Jr. backs off of that. Woo, boy. That could have been disastrous the way things have been going. Paul Brown into 77 is the leader. 54, Ed Palumbo on the outside line, now in third. Vieta is in second. Vieta now side by side with the race leader. That outside line, not all it's cracked up to be, I don't think. Get a little bit of help on the inside, I think it's pretty good. But if you bail, then that's going to leave that other guy on the inside. Oh, man, there might have been some contact between the 83 and the 77. Might have been a little door-to-door contact. Spindle in this action as well. Dana Grover, take a look at Dana Grover's machine. He is in 7th. Those guys start to freight train on the outside line. 54 goes down to the inside. 83 up into the outside line. Oh, man. Might have been some contact there. Ed Palumbo. Oh, man, they are 3 wide. Ed Palumbo trying to get that car back up front. Vieta is the leader. God, these camera angles are horrible. Four car, the leader. Bardelli Jr. second. Alvarez in third. Paul Brown in the 4th position. Palumbo in 5th. These guys getting after it right now.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
Yellow flag. So a yellow flag here as Vieta takes the lead, or it leads the field. Dennis Udichin came across the grass, it looks like. Udichin hard against the pit entry wall. And he is not moving. Hopefully Dennis Udichin okay. Take a look here. There's the 47 car. Not seen the window net down on that car yet. And that is all torn up. Something happened to Dennis Udichin. Take a look and see what the replay is. Oh, there was contact there. And then slides across. And oh, my heavens, that's hard contact. That was really, really hard contact. The Marizon came around as well, I believe, from that contact. Right here, Udichin sliding up the track. Gets into Marizon. Oh, man. Marizon came around as well. We'll take a look here. 68 slides up the track, but and Marizon tried to hold on. Oh, Marizon up in the air. That car went airborne. That car went airborne. See there, airborne there for Marizon. Dan Richter, he had a, oh man, yeah, right there. And then, Don Jacobs does a great job of missing that. Again, out of Dan Richter's machine, you see this, like right across the front. Dan Richter, good job. And then what's this? Down onto the ground right there. Jacobs does a great job of missing that. Who does the replays better than this guy? No one. All right, we're showing 4 laps to go. This has been a little bit of an eventful race, to say the least. 4 laps to go, and we've had some sprinkling of some really, really good racing, and then it seems like somebody decides to switch into aggressive mode. We have Promix in here. Promix. Looks like Oliveira and Marizon both on pit lane. Lexi Salviev in here too. Oh, Lexi! Wait a minute, you changing your account? Is that what you're doing? I get you, bro. I get you. I'm on to you, bro. I am on to you. Just so we're clear about that, I'm on to you. Hopefully everything's okay with you, Alexi. Definitely miss you, and hopefully see you on the track soon. You're all safe and sound in your world. So yeah, Alexi has an alter ego. Look at that, man. We got some, we have such an international flavor here at HORL. It's so cool. Really didn't have that before, and now we've got, I think, the last few years, we've really been able to, by taking that GT3 stuff. Of course, the Brazilian guys have been here at Stockcar. They are insane about stock cars, man. I really appreciate that. And you want to say, how the GT3 and, and also, me racing at Sim Racing Mania and doing some broadcasting at Sim Racing Mania. I want to send a shout out to my friends there. I just talked to Michael the other day, Michael Brooks, and he was helping us out with some suggestions with the BTCC stuff. And, met a lot of guys and really have been able to expand the international flavor here at High Octane Racing League. So, and, we've got guys from all parts of the world, man. It's amazing. Really amazing. And I appreciate that. So here we are. Looks like we are going to have a shootout. A little shootout. Four and the 19. Good racing brothers there. Brazilian racing brothers side by side. Couple of champions side by side. Got into 5 cars out of the race. This last 20 laps here, been quite a few guys drop out. Carter, Udichin, and Willis. We're going to go green this time by, and it's going to be a 2-lap shootout. Are we going to need a green-white checker? I don't think we are, man. I think these guys are going to finish it under green. Here we go.
Green flag, go, go, go.
Back to green. Bardelli Jr. gets a good start on the outside line. Good start for Bardelli Jr. Going to do what he can to sort of pinch Archer Vieta down to that low line. 77. Pushing Bardelli Jr. Oh, man, that got close. Side by side here, 3 wide. Alvarez to the inside. Alvarez says, I want a piece of this action. He's down on the inside. Bardelli Jr. still the leader. Alvarez in the 83. Trying to get through. And Palumbo in this mix. Alvarez goes up to the high line. Oh!
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
Yellow flag. Looks like Ed Palumbo was involved. And we got a green-white checker. So my bet that no, we would not have finish it up or green, but no, we got a green-white checker. Take a look here. 54 on the inside. Comes up the track and tries to squeeze into that spot, and Grover was there. And then up into the wall. Lena Grover on board here with him. Watch this, on board as the 54 car drifted up. And we'll take a look here as coming down this backstretch. You see down, they're 3 wide right here. And then Ed Palumbo. Ed Palumbo almost into Vieira there. We're trying to get a live view there. Oh, man, I missed that, didn't I? As he comes up the track and gets into the 89, and then, oh, hell breaks loose. Trying to squeeze into that spot, and yeah, it looks like just looked like a 54. Didn't have enough room to get up into that spot. So he's climbing up the track, gets into Dana Grover, and then catastrophe. The 19, Claudio Bardelli Jr. is the leader. And now you got to start thinking here. Now we get this green-white checker situation going on. And you got to be wondering which line Bardelli Jr. is going to take. Is he going to take the high line? Is he going to take the low line? They've both been sort of good at different parts of the or different segments. Some of these guys diving down pit lane to take some tires. Will that work? Give it up a little track position. So green-white checker here at Michigan. The 19, the leader, 77, is in second. Vieira third. Alvarez third. Vieira fourth. Richter is in fifth. So a green white checker here as Bardelli Jr. Pedro says, Mamma Mia. All right. Looks like Bardelli Jr. is elected to take the inside line. A 77 of Paul Brown going to take the outside line. Paul Brown takes the outside line. 83, Franco Alvarez could be the spoiler here tonight. He's going to start in the third position. I think if Bardelli Jr. and Brown start getting a little racy, Alvarez, as savvy as he is, could take the victory. Don't forget, Art Vieta has a lot of championships here at HORL. He's another guy that is could be a sleeper here. Iglesias in his first race back, shown up there in the 6th position. Dan Richter is in 5th. This is the kind of track I think really lends itself to Dan Richter's kind of driving. He likes the outside line at kind of that hug in the wall type of stuff. That's 65 car. So keep your eye on the 65 as we get ready to go back green. Green white checker here at Michigan. Next caution flag ends it. Or crossing the start finish line.
Green flag, go, go, go.
All right, back to green. As we're watching a blank track. There we go. Bardelli Jr. Oh, man, little contact there between the 77 and the 19. 77 trying to get a little help from the 4 car. 4 car got a little squirrely. Bardelli Jr. clears the 77. Sticking down on the bottom line, trying to throw a block on the 83 car. Bardelli Jr. still on that inside line. Oh, up the track. Sliding in front of the 77. Into the wall is the 77. Alvarez into the wall. Yellow flag. And Bardelli's going to win that. Bardelli Jr. is going to get the win officially. So, wow. Let's see if we can't get the camera in the right spot. So, Claudio Bardelli Jr. gets the win here at Michigan. Controversial win. Bardelli Jr. getting the win here at Michigan. So Claudio Bardelli Jr. starts off the season with a win. So a win for Claudio Bardelli Jr. starting off the season. We got to work our DJ here and pay our DJ a little bit better. Let's take a look at the final results. It was a little bit of an ugly race, to say the least. Franco Alvarez. Oh, Shodas Franco Alvarez gets the win. That ain't right, is it? Oh, wait a minute. That was warm-up. There we go. I got to fire the graphics department, too. Claudio Bardelli Jr. gets the win. Dan Richter finishes at a second position. Archie Vieta third. Raphael Sullivan in his first race out finishes fourth. Craig Mares on fifth. Sean Jacobs finishes in the sixth position. Franco Alvarez seventh. Steve Pierce eighth. Dana Grover ninth. And Paul Brown finishes in the 10th position. Finishing in P11 is Todd Robillard. Jesus Iglesias finishes 12th. Jair Oliveira finished 13th. Gilberto Spindle 14th. Ed Palumbo finishes in the 15th position. Gordon Carter finishes 16th. Dennis Shudich in 17th. Jim Willis 18th. Dan Chesmore 19th. And Lucas Simpner finishes in 20th. So Bardelli Jr. gets the win here at Michigan. So a good run there for him, and hopefully we'll be able to get an interview with him. We'll see if he's we'll see if we can't get a win or an interview with him. Hang on one second. All right, Team Samba up here in the broadcast booth with us. It gets the win here at an ugly Michigan race, but you were able to persevere. What was that strategy at the end of the race for you, Claudio?
Oh, good night. I tried to maintain one first or two, second, third. But this race is crazy. The guys is very, very close. Man. The tires is very wrong. I tried to maintain the position. In the final, I sent to sorry the pole. My car is touching the line, white line in inside. And blocking the pole in turn 3. I apologize to pole.
It seemed like a really good way to pass is to dive down to that low line and sort of slingshot around the guy up on the outside line and then get your car up into the outside line. Is that sort of the strategy that you saw drivers doing tonight?
Yes, the outside line is better, but no fast. Inside the line is fast, but I needed the 2-3 guys in the draft, and so is a problem this track. But I try to maintain to finish the race in good position. I win is very good for me, but I don't like this race with very yellow flags.
Well, next week you have Indianapolis Motor Speedway, another great track. What's the strategy going into that race for you?
Strategy in Indianapolis is save fuel. One time I finished in first to 0.0. My strategy is save the fuel in Indianapolis.
Well, all your Brazilian brothers, I'm sure, are wanting to know where you're going to be playing next with the Samba group that you're in. Talk a little bit about that, and tell them where they can find you to watch you play.
Yes.
You do that in Portuguese?
Yes, português. Agradecer a galera que correu hoje lá, todo mundo tava... O Rafael que correu hoje, show de bola. Agradecer a todo mundo que assistiu, a esposa que aguenta eu aqui. E é isso, tamo junto, vamos pra próxima aí. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Heath.
All right. Parabéns, Claudio, and we'll see you next week.
Thank you. See you next week.
That's Claudio Bardelli Jr. joining us up here in the booth and plugging his Samba group. How about that, huh? Plugging the Samba group. So congratulations to Claudio Bardelli Jr. Don't forget, man, Indy coming up next week, 70-lap race. It's a great track. It is the crown jewel of motorsports. I know I'm going to get some guys telling me Spa is, and who knows, man, Le Mans, I don't know. Hey, listen, Indianapolis Motor Speedway is where it's at. We're not going to do the road course, though. So, hey, congratulations to Claudio Bardelli Jr. getting a win. Don't forget, man, Saturday Night Thunder in action in Michigan tomorrow. I think these guys treat this track a little bit better in the Cup Series. 90-lap race. It's race number 10, the final race of the season. Can Sean Jacobs capture the championship? Well, we're going to find out tomorrow. Tonight's race has been brought to you by EliteHostingUSA.com. If you're interested in an rFactor 2 server for your league, how about WordPress hosting, your online store hosting, VPS hosting, and shared web hosting? That's who provides our hosting here at High Octane Racing League, EliteHostingUSA.com. Thanks so much for joining us here on TurnLeftTV. I've had a great time trying to fill in all the caution flags. Hopefully we'll have a better week next week. And till then, take it easy, boys and girls, and we'll see you next time here on TurnLeftTV. You guys have a good night, and I am out of here.